live from Newegg Studios in Southern California. This is Newegg Now. I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell. We're here every Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, with our very own special blend of herbs and spices, a mix of hardware discussion, gaming news, and big limited time deals. Watch along on newegg.com/Newegg now, because that's where all the promo codes are gonna be, the codes that you're gonna need to save on products, from graphics cards to keyboards, a whole lot more. I can definitely personally attest to this because I missed out on a hard drive deal last week because I was hosting the show.
I'm so sorry. So we're gonna be talking all about dad tech today as we get closer to Father's Day. So that's gifts for dads, tech toys for kids and parents to enjoy together, and a lot more. And in the second half of the show, Juan and I are going to go head-to-head for some Streetfighter 30th Anniversary Collection action. Thank you, I love this shirt too. I'm a little bit too obsessed with this shirt. You guys out there watching, we want to hear from you. This is a live show, so we can do that. We have people watching the comments on YouTube and Facebook, so let us know, what's your best tech memory with your dad? Or who's the best father in video games and why it's Kratos from God of War? Or maybe let us know your favorite ever Street Fighter character. That'd be cool too.
Is there a dad in Street Fighter? I don't know.
Not that I know of.
It seems like every Street Fighter character has daddy issues to some degree.
We can get more into that later in the show. Or let us know your thoughts on Street Fighter dads and dad issues in the comments, and we'll look into them. We'll be checking in on what you guys have to say later in the episode, so make sure that you sound off between now and then.
So let's kick things off today. We're going to be talking about some gaming news that has Newegg fans buzzing, has all of us buzzing. The cryptic reveal of Fallout 76 coming from Bethesda. We're ready to engage in some wild speculation. We'd love for you to join along in the comments. So first off, if you haven't seen it, here's the teaser trailer. Let's cut to that. This is really cool.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me.
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
So that's Fallout 76, and we really don't know much about it at all. But here's what we do know, or strongly suspect.
Our hypotheses, and let's see where you line up. Well, first of all, were you streaming the Bethesda Twitch?
I was watching it. Were you watching it?
I had it on all day and then missed the actual
reveals.
So I caught it on YouTube after the fact anyway. It's like, I was really trying to be on the pulse for something.
That's all right. We can engage in wild speculation now, even though everyone did this before on social media, but our show's only once a week, so I want to do it on the show. So let's see what we do know. We know that it's some kind of new game, not a remake or a remaster.
Or a re-release. I was a little I would have been a little disappointed if all of this buildup had just been to, like coming to the Switch.
Right. That's what I was expecting. I was like, it's just going to be coming to Switch, and then we're all going to go home.
Cool.
But no, new game. Yay. New game. And we're going to be seeing much more of it at E3, fingers crossed. That's what's been teased. We also know that it has some kind of online component, and will take the series in a different direction. According to Kotaku's Jason Schreier, did you read this article?
I did not.
He's a reliable reporter with a strong track record of breaking news. He has anonymous sources who work very closely with the game. game
Very
who have
mysterious.
told us that it's going to be have an online component and is either outright saying or strongly hinting at some kind of a survival online game, like an Ark or a Rust or something like that, which is very
nice.
cool.
Yeah, that would be cool, especially for all of the lore of Fallout. I think that would be a perfect trapping for kind of incorporating that sort of world building mechanic.
Yeah,
or base building, because again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually I'm not as into Fallout now. I was a Fallout 1 and 2 junkie.
Got it.
And kind of played through Fallout 3 and then, the bobblehead Fallout 3 right here. But Vault 76, because I went and looked this up, if there was anything significant about 76, that Vault 76 is supposed to be like a control vault.
Right, I think, I also looked this up because I was super hyped on it. But it's supposed to open after 20 years. So this puts us way before a lot of the other Fallout games that we know. So if this is a control vault that has no weird experiments in it, and it's we have in our notes that it's somewhere near Washington D.C. I'm pretty sure it's West Virginia, right?
Okay.
I could be totally wrong, but that's what I remember
you
from
dug
my
deeper
lore.
into the wiki than I did.
But yeah, according to a date in the trailer too, it makes it look like maybe it's 25 years past. So maybe the one lone survivor that we see in the vault is the only, because the vault looks super empty in the trailer. So is that maybe that person entered as a child and grew 20 years on their own and was the only person living in that vault? Or are they returning 5 years after everyone was released? There's speculation.
There's a part to me that hopes that Vault 76 was supposed to be a control vault and no one made it to the vault before it locked except for this one kid.
Right.
That to me, I want to see that storyline.
But then I saw someone on Reddit say that can't possibly be it because there are balloons blown up and why would that one kid blow up all those balloons and make that party just
I'd throw a
for
party
himself?
for me.
Maybe.
I don't need to be locked away for 20 years to have my own party.
Some people are speculating that it might be a Destiny-style MMO. I personally do not think that's the case. I'm feeling very strongly these reports that it's going to be survival-esque.
I just don't think that that's Bethesda's jam. I think that's a shift from them, from some of the other, like the more first-person shootery mechanics. I think there's so much ingrained in the lore and the games and the tactics and strategies. Even when you move Fallout to a mobile game,
right?
It's more about strategy and stuff than I think that they would try and go for a Destiny-style execution.
I think those are all very solid points. Bethesda has their press conference the Sunday before E3, and the past few years, every game that they've shown off at their E3 event has released before the end of that calendar year, which bodes well for Fallout fans. Bethesda doesn't do the long hype build-up really anymore. So if that's the case, we could be playing Fallout 76 before 2018 is done.
Super, super excited.
Yeah.
I really want to spend some time back in the Fallout universe again. And then, especially if they're coming up with a fresh mechanic for it.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting for sure. So regardless of what Fallout 76 actually turns out to be, what do you want to see from it? Since you want to jump back into the series, what would be your ideal Fallout 76?
I love the idea of a vault building, vault management, experimentation game. If I could be GLaDOS for other vaults in the Fallout universe, I could be dictating.
So you want a simulation game?
Kind of bordering on that with some elements of your role playing, the role playing aspects that you get in Fallout. But I'd also like to see was there ever a vault on the West Coast? A little love in California. Get your San Francisco vault or your LA vault. Just saying, that could be kind of neat.
That could be kind of neat. Because we live on the West Coast, so that's what we want, obviously.
But what would you want to see? I mean, first of all, were you into the Fallout series? Is that your kind of gameplay? Or?
I enjoy the Fallout series. I don't know that I would say it's among my top 5 games of all time, but certainly quality games, really fun world. I heard someone speculating that maybe it'll be a kind of a time management simulation type game, but with RTS elements. And I was like, that'd be an interesting way to go. But yeah, I what do I feel like is most likely? Most likely, I feel like we're going to get a survival Ark/Rust type Fallout game, which is fine, which I will also play. So guys, we also want to hear your speculation.
Yes.
So let us know what you want to see from Fallout 76. Sound off in the comments on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching us right now, and we'll check in on what you guys think later in the show.
And don't be shy. Wild speculation, it's kind of our
Wild speculation.
Let's do it.
There are no wrong answers here.
No wrong answers, because it doesn't exist yet until we can play it. So now, shifting gears, it's time to talk about Father's Day and dad tech. So stay right where you are. We're going to be right back with some cool stuff for Papa. Okay, so it's time to talk about tech for dads. Father's Day's coming up, June 17th. You've got some shopping time left for the father in your life. But we know that a lot of what we're going to be talking about is really a good fit for everybody, not just dads.
Yeah, beyond just literal fathers and beyond just parents. But I love that when you were like, dad tech, you just dropped a drone right in the middle of the table. So
I had it just right there.
Dad tech.
I should always have a drone within arm's reach because I'm terrified of flying them, especially indoors. Like so much in tech, drones getting cheaper, more accessible. Every single year we're seeing some great improvements there. What used to be a niche market for enthusiasts is quickly opening up, more accessible. Now there are drones for just about everybody at about every price range.
Yeah, definitely. And drones are super family friendly these days.
Yeah.
You know how people used to go into parks and fly kites together? Now you could go fly a drone together. It's an excellent outdoor activity. And if you get the right drone, then it's an awesome way to spend some time together outside with your family.
I mean, why have like 2 sticks and paper and string when you could have a drone is basically what we're saying.
I say why not both?
Or
why not both?
Because, you know, okay, yes, you can still fly kites. I'm going to try and raise my daughter on drones. So they're like a modern kite, but you can't fit a GoPro on a kite.
I mean,
so you need like a drone.
Could.
Man, it wouldn't work very well. It'd be all floppy. Who would want to watch that video? No one would want to watch that.
But if you are going to teach your kids how to fly a drone.
Yes. Okay. So if we're going to teach your kids how to fly a drone, you should, because it's super fun. There are a few things to keep in mind. And also something I think that would have probably helped me out when I started getting into like RC helicopters and stuff is just like, hey, this thing that you're buying, you're going to crash it like a lot.
Oh my.
So like don't be too afraid of that, but understand like even if you spend a lot of money, advanced aeronautics and really great object and collision detection and all that stuff, you can't make it foolproof.
Well, even experienced drone pilots crash. And so if you and your child are learning, there's for sure going to be some accidents. You can bet on that. Now, drone makers know this, so there's a whole market of drones that are just designed to withstand collision. Focusing on these and the cheaper side of the market is probably a good place to start if you're flying drones with kids. You don't want to spend $1,000 on a drone and then have your child break it. Then it's a sad day out with the family. It's definitely better to start with something a little more entry level.
It's a stressful lesson to teach. I mean, I think kids will understand like, oh, this was something nice and I just broke it, as opposed to, we had that one drone, it was all like styrofoam blocks that was designed to fly
fall
to pieces.
apart.
Like, that also might send the wrong message too, because I think my daughter would love crashing.
Oh boy.
Too much. So okay, just gauge your child. You know your kid. Figure it out.
So once you think that you're ready, then you can start playing with the higher end drones after a lot of practice, like the DJI Spark Mini Quadcopter that we have right here on the table.
Yes, this is gorgeous.
So we actually have this on sale right now for $50 off the normal price, plus a $30 Newegg gift card that you can use later. And if that wasn't enough, you also get 5 times the normal amount of egg points, which are reward points that you can apply to a future purchase on Newegg. So this is a super nice drone, one of the best that you can get in this price range for sure. And if you're looking to up your pilot game, now could be a great time to do it.
Yeah, it's a killer deal on a really great drone. It's got quick launch, so you can fly it right off. I'm not going to fly it right off my hand.
We have flown drones live on the show before, but today is not that day.
Made me super nervous. I don't think I've been more anxious about any segment we've ever done than like flying a drone up into our lights.
Up into our expensive studio lights,
But, so you can, sorry, just memories and I got all anxious all over again. So you can fly it with a remote, mobile device. You can use hand gestures. The onboard cameras use active track, which allows it to track objects that are moving. So you can get those beautiful cinematic shots following. And then also the camera has its own mechanical, I'm just shocked that something this small has a little stabilizer built into it for the camera. It's really well thought out consideration for content.
Yeah, it's so cool. So not only is it a great way to teach kids about flying drones, but also making movies.
Make stuff.
The editing software is a breeze to use as well, and you'll be able to put together really amazing footage pretty easily.
Again, the DJI Spark Mini Quadcopter available right now for $50 off the normal price plus that $30 Newegg gift card and 5 times the egg points you can use later. You can get it in one of 4 different colors, green, blue, red, or yellow. Definitely check it out if you're in the market for a nice drone.
Yes. Okay, next let's talk about what might be the ultimate dad-kid tech bonding experience. Building a PC together.
Yes.
This is Newegg, after all, so I'm sure you watching at home will agree that knowing how to put together a PC by yourself from a very young age is a really important skill.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, do you remember when you first learned how to build?
So you know what, the interesting thing is like, when we had the first family computer, I've mentioned this, is an 8088 XT clone running DOS. It wasn't so much about building, like that had to be put together for us, even though it was a clone of an IBM PC, like that was assembled for us.
But maybe component replacement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like my dad has always been that guy who was never afraid to crack open the box. He was never afraid of letting loose the magic smoke.
Yeah, my dad too.
Yeah, so that I think to me was more instrumental, and it went hand in hand with everything. The computer was not scary, just like the car was not scary to take things apart. Like I was doing brake jobs with him. My very first car, I had it for a month, and then the engine seized, and we had to replace idler pulleys and belts and hoses and all this stuff to get it working again. And it was this great. Again, I think the biggest lesson was just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to look under the hood. Don't be afraid to try and figure this stuff out. And that's the kind of stuff like, I mean, we've had these conversations too. Like our phones are glued shut, our tablets are glued shut.
It drives me crazy.
And we want to find those experiences where, for your son, for my daughter, where we can also say like, get in there, get your hands dirty.
Yeah, fix it. If it's broken, fix it.
Or make it better.
I like that too. Yeah, for me, my most early PC build or PC mod experiences were not led by my father, unfortunately. Both my parents were like, computer, what? Mine were fueled by my need to play better and better PC games. So I needed more and more RAM. This was back in the day. So I was like, Dad, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna figure this out. And my dad was like, all right, let's do it. He was super game. So really great memories there. And I feel like learning to build a PC or modify components is a really great way to teach your kids about the fundamental basics of how machines operate. Like you said, not to be scared to get under the hood, whether it's a PC, a car, whatever it might be. And I feel like you can motivate your kids by letting them know that maybe they'll be able to play better games once they're done. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into understanding how to put together a PC that will actually boot, including elements of thermodynamics, engineering, and of course electricity. This could be a really great way to introduce some of those complicated concepts as well.
Well, definitely, and that you can be end goal about it too. Again, getting your kids to not only just being able to consume videos, but playing games is an interactive experience.
Or create things.
And then that's exactly what I was going to say.
I know you're huge
especially
on that.
with your background too. I mean, like being able to share that you have control not only over what you consume, but what you can produce. I think is very empowering. And then you can teach them through having the hardware to do it.
Yeah.
So on a previous episode of Newegg Now, we talked a little bit about the Piper, which is essentially a kit designed to teach the basics of building a PC. You can run Minecraft on it when you've got it completed. It's a great idea, especially for really young kids, but there's no reason why you couldn't put together a full-fledged build. As long as you're willing to supervise, and that could be a great learning experience for both parent and child. Maybe if you're not as comfortable with this too, you could do it together. So if that's something you're interested in, you've come to the right place because we have a bunch of great components available for special prices today on newegg.com/newegg-now.
Of course we do.
Of course we do. It's funny how the topics that we pick to talk about on the show just go. It's synergy. It's kismet. So don't forget, the Newegg Now PC Build Kit is an excellent way to get started if you're worried about compatibility, getting all the right parts to fit together.
Yeah, so first up we have the Carbide Series 88R case from Corsair, which is a fantastic place to start. That little ITX case is just $24.99 after a mail-in rebate.
And once you get a motherboard and a CPU in your case, that's when customization can really begin. You'll need storage, of course, and we've got you covered with a Western Digital Blue 6 terabyte desktop hard drive and a very nicely priced PNY CS900 120 gigabyte solid state drive to run your operating system.
And you're not going to get super far without juice, so that's where we brought in the high-end HXI Series 1200W 80 Plus Platinum power supply, also from Corsair. You'll be able to pick up this monster for $70 off the normal price after a mail-in rebate. So this is a really good deal if you're looking to build something that needs a lot of power.
And speaking of power, we have a killer deal on a Vega 64 GPU from PowerColor. So the PowerColor Radeon RX Vega 64, 8 gigabytes of high bandwidth memory, and you can pick it up for a serious discount, $80 off with a mail-in rebate. If you've been looking for one of these cards, the Vega cards have been hard to find in this current era of GPUs. now would be the time to check that out. So I've got
Yeah, like just the idea of putting together a build with your kid is so cool. I mean, my son is still way too wee.
Yeah, me too.
For that, but yeah, Lex is older, but still pretty wee for PC building.
Too small. Although she's really getting active. Again, I love the idea of sharing this experience with her someday.
Yeah.
But it's just those little hints that she's already interested in different components and different parts in mommy's phone and daddy's laptop. And
very cool.
And that none of this is really built on, like, I'm going to say if I'm doing anything right as a parent. None of it's just like, I just want to sit and veg. It's like she wants to do things on them.
Well, you really encourage that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
I love watching her play with cameras and making video calls. And she started singing on one of my mics.
Oh.
So she already understood that, like, this is what daddy talks into. And without me, because I don't really sing around that. I mean, I belt out in the car.
Right.
My let it go is pretty fierce. But so she saw that, and like one of the first things she did, I put headphones on her, so she was monitoring her own voice. And then she automatically on her own, just like, oh, I can sing on this, and you can record me, and then I can listen back to it at 2.5.
That's cool.
So exciting. So
that's super cool.
You know, sometimes it can be hard to find the time if you want to go through, the soup to nuts.
A project like this.
A full project, every little piece, every little build. And that can also be kind of intimidating, especially if you're trying to get to that end result, the teachable stuff, the content creation, the video gaming. So maybe you don't want to spend all that time leading up to the full build. Go and pre-build. It's still there's some. It's still a totally viable way to go, especially when we're talking about that. So if you're getting a new PC for the dad in your life for Father's Day, or if you're just upgrading the family rig, because not everyone has the luxury of being able to put together a computer. So we also have some pretty good options for people looking at that too.
Yeah, for those of you who've been watching the show for a long time, you will no doubt recognize the name Zotac. Not only do they make cutting-edge NVIDIA GPUs, they also make some of the coolest and smallest pre-built PCs out there. As a part of Newegg now, we have the absolutely tiny Zotac CI327 Nano, which is a palm-sized passive-cooled mini PC. It's fanless, so it's absolutely silent, and it's a bare-bones PC, so you'll need memory and storage, but it's real easy to pop that in there, especially with the extra money that you're saving on this today. So go to the Newegg Now page to check that out.
So, and if you're looking for something for a dad on the go, we have a great deal on the MSI GE73 gaming laptop. It's a beefy portable rig, a 120 hertz display, an i7 7700 HQ, GTX 1050 Ti. You can get it for just $11.99 with a mail-in rebate. I happen to be of the fatherly persuasion. I don't know that I would be particularly upset if someone decided that they wanted to buy me a laptop. I'm just saying.
You wouldn't be mad at that.
I would not thumb my nose or bite my thumb at that gesture.
Well, it would definitely be an awesome upgrade, for sure. But speaking of upgrades, as we so often do, how many of us have maybe older parents in our lives that just don't want to move on from old tech because it still works? Oh my God, that's so my dad.
Yeah.
How most parents would probably still be using tube TVs and watching VHS if we didn't upgrade for them. So many parents don't know what they're missing until you show them. My dad is 100% the T9 flip phone. Well, I've had it for 10 years and I drop it all the time and it just sits right here on my bench or in my belt, and I've been out hunting with it and dropped it in the lake and it still works. But I'm like, yeah, but Dad, this is why you can't really text people. Because
you can't do anything in this modern society
And
anymore.
so what got him is once I had a tiny human and I was like, you can't Skype with the baby on that. So then I just said, Dad, just go, because he only gets the phones that come free with the plan.
Okay.
Love you, Dad. But I was like, okay, just go, just get a smartphone. Just get a smartphone. So of course he got something with no front-facing cam. He just doesn't know. I live too far from my parents. So every time I come home for the holidays, usually, I upgrade both their phones. And it's always something that's like a few years old.
You're a good daughter.
To me, but it's okay. It's brand new to them, and for what they do, it's fantastic.
Well, and that's also something too. I mean, we're going to be talking about another phone later in the show too, but some of the high-end phones from like 2 years ago make good. Let me pass this on to the person who only occasionally checks an email or writes a tweet or does the Facebooks or something. Like,
yes.
So I have to have some concerns about software security, but it's still like this is way more phone than you really need.
Yes.
2 years later.
100%, yes.
I'm actually really lucky. My folks
Wow.
are pretty tech savvy. It's even my wife's family. They got kind of into an arms race with me. My wife's
Oh,
mom
man.
is super competitive. And so when I started reviewing gadgets, he'd be like, well, I got the new Samsung tablet too, and I have an LTE tablet also. And then she realized, like, you can't fight me when I'm a reviewer.
You're like, it's my job to know more than you.
No, not even to know more, but it would be like, oh yeah, I'm playing with this new thing that just came out
Right.
this
Or
month.
isn't
like,
even out yet.
Like it was just not practical at all for you to be spending that kind of money to try and keep up. But for me, it was grandparents. So there was a lot of tech support for my grandmother, but then we got her an iPad. Most of what she was doing, that did the gig just fine, so there wasn't any friction there. The one that I always kind of regret was my grandfather fought me on a lot of remote management software. Oh, someone's gonna hack my computer. It's a big hole. It's secure. I saw on a web browser that someone was spying on my computer, and you go there and he's got all the toolbars installed. And I always kind of felt like I should have worked a little harder to try and help him out there. To try and like help, but after
That's
a
all
point,
right.
it's
There's always
that
time.
conflict. So
You can go home and spend some quality time helping the parents in your life understand today's tech a little bit better and use it on the daily. But I just mean, how many times have you heard something along the lines of like, it's a mouse, it works fine, I don't need a new one. And they're using like a 15-year-old mouse with a ball that came with their gateway computer.
They might not even ever cleaned it. You remember cleaning? You remember popping the ball out of your mice to clean out?
I used to like obsessively do that. I was
yeah.
way into that.
Get that little like ring.
Oh,
and you're like,
so
oh no,
gross.
wipe that
Scratch
off.
it off or use a pencil eraser. Okay, guys. Well, now is the time to show the maybe older parents in your life what they've been missing with some sweet new accessories to replace that dirty old membrane keyboard and ancient mouse with some fancy new tech.
I'm just gonna reach over here and pull this out where I'm supposed to. We right now we have the full size.
Yes.
This is a cooler. Is this the Cooler Master? Pull this out right here.
Oh, this is the
No.
Prodigy.
This is the Prodigy.
So
on the deals page, we have the full-size Cooler Master Master Keys Pro L RGB mechanical keyboard with cherry MX blue switches and per key RGB lighting for $40 off. That one's actually going to go fast. We actually have seen sales on that move pretty quick. So if you want to check that out, you should already have headed over to the Newegg Now page if you want to pick that up.
Right, and if you're looking for a combo, we have the always excellent Logitech G213 Prodigy keyboard right here, and the G403 Prodigy Gaming Mouse combo on sale as well. So you can upgrade both at once if you want.
Yeah, really help your folks out. Just clean everything up for them. So, ooh, listen to those keys. Isn't that nice? I like that. So if you decide to go with the Cooler Master keyboard and you'd like a matching headset for your for a dear old dad, Cooler Master Master Pulse MH320. Oh, this is right over here. Again, we've got like a whole sales floor today. It's kind of nice having props. Cooler Master, Master Pulse MH320, super affordable. You can get it today for just $14.99.
What?
So it's $15 for a gaming headset.
That's nice.
And especially if we're talking about for your folks, because that's another thing too, is having those questions about like headphones and things. Like my dad had like an old pair of Koss headphones. Remember when that was like a really hot audio brand?
No.
No, of course you don't, because it's been a while.
No, I don't. I got my
like,
dad a headset last year for Christmas because he likes to play hunting games.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I forget what brand I ended up getting him, but digital surround sound. So I was like, Dad, if you hear a call behind you, if you hear rustling behind you, and he was like, what? He was playing no headsets, just computer speakers. So it kind of changed his world.
Did you have good speakers? Did you have like the little white?
Oh no,
white
like
cubes?
the really, really old. I don't even know what time they were from.
Upgrades,
I'm really
people.
not sure.
Your parents need upgrades.
I know. I don't go home to my parents' house often enough. They live on the other side of the country, so I only get to go to their house and help out a few times a year. So if you're going to get your dad a bunch of fancy hardware, then you're going to need a display that can show it off, huh? That old CRT monitor that weighs 400 pounds, gotta go.
Gotta go. So if you want a very simple, cheap, and straightforward display, the Dell E-Series, E2013H, perfect fit. But you're watching Newegg Now, right? So if you want to go fancy,
real fancy.
let's get real fancy.
Okay.
Fancy pants. The LG, let's take that again because I'm going fancy pants. The LG Ultrafine 27MD5K. Those last two digits, super important because it's a 27-inch 5K IPS display with Thunderbolt 3. That's 5120 by 2880 resolution.
Okay.
That's nuts. That's crazy pants. It's perfect for someone who's big into color accuracy, photo editing. Right now, you can get this top shelf monitor for $300 off with the discount and the mail-in rebate.
You went from fancy pants to crazy pants, and I appreciate that.
Oh, I'm just all about wearing pants.
Another bit of tech that parents seem to perpetually not upgrade is their phones, like we were talking about earlier. If I didn't upgrade my phone and give my leftovers to my parents, honestly, they would still be using T9s.
Yes.
For sure.
Definitely.
So if you're looking to get a great phone for your dad or mom, or yourself for that matter, we have
the Huawei Mate 10 Pro in a segment I like to call I Brought It From Home.
You love this phone right now.
I really like this phone.
I know.
So it's a killer camera. It's a dual camera sensor with a co-branding by Leica for photo imaging, processing, and the hardware. They were one of the first companies to do this dual camera thing, and I think they still have one of the best implementations on it.
Great.
Very nice screen. Also, it's the little touches. Like, it's got the most ridiculously fast fingerprint sensor I've ever used. So I know a lot of phones are going over to like face unlock and stuff, but I love as I'm pulling it out of my pocket, I know it's already unlocked before I even am anywhere near looking at the screen.
You mean that face unlock that usually doesn't work if you wear glasses?
Or face unlock that some of the newer phones coming out can still be defeated by a picture of your face, even though they say they can't be, they still kind of can be. And then also, for those things that we often complain about on our phones, this has a ridiculously huge battery with some of the fastest charging I've ever seen.
But not a removable back.
Not a removable back, I know.
Just
but,
checking.
but also for your folks, the thing that's also nice about a Huawei is that it comes really well accessorized. So like the little floppy case here, I mean, it's not the nicest case ever, but it matches up to the phone really well. Comes included in the box.
That's
so
cool.
Headphones and chargers and cases.
So your parents don't get upsold out the wazoo if you're not there with them?
I like that it's all in the box. Like I like the phone as a ready-to-go experience. You can do other things and make it nicer if you want, but I've always been a big fan of it's ready to go. It's a complete experience right from there. So the Mate 10 is an unlocked smartphone. You can use it with any carrier. 128 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, Kirin 970 processor with a co-processor for AI and machine learning. It's a monster performer. You can pick it up in gray or blue. I have the gray. I'm very partial to the blue. Check it out on the Newegg Now page and see how much you can save.
All right, so that's going to do it for our roundup of dad tech. You should have plenty of ideas for Father's Day gifts now, ways for parents and kids to bond over some tech, and a long list of products that you want to buy right now on that newegg.com/newegg deals page. Remember, as always, the clock is ticking, and these deals will expire at the end of the day today or when supplies run out, whichever comes first.
You have shopping time. Go get cool stuff for dad. Go do it now. So we're going to be right back going head-to-head. With the Streetfighter 30th anniversary collection, where Trisha's gonna kick my butt.
That's not true. We'll see. I think there's gonna be
Smart
a fair
money.
fight. Fair fight.
Even smart money. Check out this trailer. We'll be right back.
It was such a unique thing. You just didn't compete with people directly in any other arcade game. It was always just score. But this one was literally like one person versus the other person. The graphics, the music, the sound effects, everything about the game. It was just such a beautiful package.
That is such a fantastic video. It just gets you pumped, you know?
Gets you ready to do the thing with the stuff. And this one collection, this one game purchase, 12 different games in one. Again, all of the different permutations and iterations that we've gone through with Street Fighter. We were watching through the trailer. It was like, I don't know that I even knew that one existed.
Oh, there are quite a few that I didn't know existed. I remember playing a lot of Street Fighter 2 and various renditions of Street Fighter 2 in the arcades when I was little. Do you have a favorite of the Street Fighters?
So, I think most people would agree, as we'll probably discuss in the viewer polls that we've been putting out on Street Fighter 2.
I know we did put out polls.
We did, so we're going to talk about that too. I think most people would agree Street Fighter 2 Turbo is the
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Is the gold standard. But I actually spent more time on the new challengers, where they introduced Fei Long and some of those other side characters, the racially insensitive side characters in the Street Fighter universe.
You say you spent more time on, is that because your local arcade had, or you had, or?
So I didn't play a lot out of the arcade after Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then the only one we got for the Super Nintendo was the new challengers.
Got it.
And so that one, my brother and I would grind like crazy. Outside of that, the one that I've actually spent a lot of time on, Marie loved playing Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
So Super Street Fighter 4, we were playing a lot on the PS3.
Very cool. I'm sad that I only recently found out that there was a Street Fighter in development for the original NES with 8-bit graphics, and just recently there was a screenshot released, leaked, of this is what it was going to look like. The game never came out, but as an original NES junkie myself, that was the console that I had in my house for years. That would have been so cool. Also, it's just hilarious to see some of our favorite characters in 8-bit. That's always fun. Who is your favorite Street Fighter character?
So I'm a very just sort of sloppy, button mashy kind of player, and so Akuma.
Okay.
He's got the sort of standard Ken Ryu. I like his air fireball. It's a good sort of distance, defense thing. Anyone who actually plays the game knows that that's like the you don't really know how to play Street Fighter. You kind of know some of the moves character. But
right on.
I'm terrible at doing the Z move. So like the Shoryuken, I'm really bad at that. But when
on a controller or arcade stick or both?
I'm better on a controller. I'm useless on an arcade stick.
Interesting.
I'm terrible on an arcade stick.
And I am the opposite because I mostly played
in
these
the arcade.
games in the
and
arcade.
I'm
much better with a stick and 6 buttons.
The flesh from my thumb on a Super Nintendo D-pad trying to pull those moves off. But I think the most satisfying character to nail some of those combos is actually Sagat.
Okay.
So Tiger uppercut.
And just because you like the VO?
Well, not only because there's something about some of the different weights. The way that E Honda, the moves seem to connect with a lot of substance.
Yeah.
Like Sagat has a really particular feel to the way that you play him, especially when you get up into like Street Fighter 4, that it's way satisfying when you pull some of that off. But I'm terrible at it, so when I play him, it's because I'm having fun trying to just get the move I want.
Right.
I'm probably gonna lose.
Our gameplay today is probably going to be a lot of us having fun trying to remember the moves for sure, and a lot of button mashing.
I didn't prep for this at all.
No, neither did I.
This is going to be great gaming cringe on my part.
Well, in that case, it's great that we're not using arcade sticks. Otherwise, the audio for this video would just be clack, 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 and we'd be constantly apologizing.
Yeah.
But since this is our episode where we're talking about Father's Day and Father's Day gifts, what a great nostalgic trip down memory lane for dads and moms to play with their kids.
Well, and trying to say like Street Fighter is like a Father's Day game or like a family game. It's cartoony, it's vibrant, it's over the top, crazy characters, crazy action. I think it kind of fits the bill, especially if you have that kind of media relationship with your dad where you like to watch bad movies or Three Stooges, stuff like that, where it's already kind of comedic and over the top. And I think it's accessible for kids. So the thing I like about Street Fighter and what's remained over the generations of Street Fighter is each move has its own little technical complexity to it. But if you're just playing casually, it doesn't have the same sort of punishing frame counting mechanic that some of the newer fighting style games have.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's not as technically complicated as some modern fighting games, so that's great. I also find that in general, fighting games are pretty accessible for kids because even if they are not really old enough to understand the combos and the controls, pretty much anything they hit on that controller will make their character do something, which is very exciting for kids who are just starting to get into that world. On our channel, Nerds with Kids, we do a lot of fighting games for that very reason, because it's exciting for them to have some feedback to what they're pushing.
Well, and also, I mean, like, I don't mean to. Apologies, Marie. I'm not trying to reduce you to the status of a child. But when Marie was getting into Street Fighter 4, that was an opportunity for me to play characters that I wasn't familiar with, while she was just getting the hang of the basics. And that really helped. It wasn't like me just stomping on her with the character that I knew really well.
Totally. Yeah. So the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection that we're talking about is available right now on Newegg. And it's available on any of the major platforms that you like, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and even the Switch. So we're going to be playing it today on PC. So all those special deals on PC parts we discussed earlier in the show could go into a very special Street Fighter themed PC if you're ambitious, maybe.
So maybe in a week or two, someone out there will send us a photo on Twitter using that Newegg Now hashtag, tweet at us at Newegg, with a Guile themed build.
Oh.
And the perpetual debate, is it blonde, spiky haired Guile, or is it Van Damme?
You know, to each their own.
You've got to go Van Damme.
Fighting games are just a genre that's particularly popular on consoles, and we can help you out with that today, too, if that's your jam. The PS4 and Nintendo Switch versions of this Street Fighter Anniversary Collection are each $10 off when you purchase through that Newegg Now page, which is pretty amazing considering it's a brand new game.
Yeah, it's out. And now, and today, $10. So you can also get the Sony Gold wireless headset for the PS4 for $20 off. Designed specifically to use with the PlayStation, features virtual 7.1 surround sound, hidden noise canceling microphone, and custom audio modes developed to enhance the experience of your favorite PS4 games. And on the subject of audio equipment, this is a big deal. Newegg.com/Newegg now. There's a fantastic deal on the Pioneer VSX 932 7.2 channel network AV receiver. This is a powerhouse of an audiovisual machine with support for DTS:X and Dolby Atmos audio, Ultra HD video, and it even has a Chromecast built into it for all of your streaming media.
Because why not?
Because why not? Again, do it with all the thing and the stuff. Do the thing. The MSRP on the VSX 932 is $479, but today only as part of Newegg Now, you can get it for just $259.
Whoa.
So you're saving $200 on $200 off the normal price. It's a receiver from Pioneer, huge name in audio. You should know them, and that's just an amazing way to get some cool hardware. So
totally.
I think it's time. You ready to throw down?
Let's do it.
I'm ready to rumble in the road, as it were.
Fight in the streets.
Road
let's
warrior.
do it. So on Newegg's Twitter account, we asked you guys which of these different Street Fighter games you wanted to see us play on the show today. We put up a poll with a few of the different options and asked Newegg's fans to vote, and the most popular suggestions were Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the classic games, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike for the more modern games.
Okay.
So we will play both today.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get this. Our current slide is just go fight win. So play fight win. So wait, no, we don't want to do the here. I'm gonna get out of the way. You've actually got the. I'm gonna let you take the steering wheel and drive here.
So we're gonna go offline. Arcade, I would assume. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Bottom.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like I am player 1 and you are player 2, if we have such an option.
Anything on this?
So let me just make sure that's all right. So let's, no.
Keep going.
I know. Eventually, okay, there we go. Now we're on the player select screen.
How do I?
Try this button.
There
we go.
Okay. So I'm going to try M. Bison just because I haven't played him in a while.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Do you want to do Bison versus Bison?
Sure. For the first one, I was going to be Blanca.
Oh, go. No. Be Blanca.
I'm going to be Blanca. All right, here we go.
From Brazil, you're spicy.
Oh, man.
And also, it's just like the...
Playing this game on a controller just feels wrong.
All right.
Figure out what I'm doing here.
Get that. Already, I can hear the audience going like, oh, they don't know what they're doing at all. I love it.
Well, it's funny because when we're getting ready for the show in the morning before we go live, we're trying to make sure that we have all the technical aspects of the show correct,
Right.
not necessarily the Vigimo games.
Ooh, I got a 2-hit combo.
Yeah, you did.
No, don't.
Can I? What does that button do?
Woo!
You got
That
me.
was close. All
What
right.
does that button do? It gets you killed. All right.
There will be a lot of what that button do in this showdown, I feel.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I am totally
What are you
failing
trying?
it.
I know. Every time I try to figure out what I'm doing, it works out bad for me. Oh, that's interesting.
I am not. Oh, I almost pulled that one off. Okay. I should probably pay attention to actually, like,
I know,
my
me
health
too.
bar and stuff.
I like how you're like, oh, I should probably pay attention and instantly start whooping my butt.
You still got
Oh,
the
I'm
lead
sorry.
on this one.
That part that you were leading, that was just me figuring stuff out. Ah, gosh, darn it and a half.
Woo. All right.
One.
Round 1.
Bison wins.
Bison wins. Get lost. You can't compare with my powers.
It's true. Look at my bloody face.
Wow, you got wrecked.
I did get wrecked. Okay.
All right, no, I think you have to hit continue.
Oh, right.
I don't want to
Here
fight the
comes
computer.
a new challenger.
I would already likely.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
can I
gonna
not
go my
switch?
girl Chun-Li.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't. Okay.
Oh, you can't switch?
Because I want. So now I have an incentive.
I guess because
to
it's
let you
arcade mode.
win? I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, there's no
sorry,
sound.
guys. We were just told that there's no sound coming out of the game. Is it because maybe the laptop is
Oh.
muted?
I don't think so. I think it is actually. You just kill me. I'm gonna try. I think if I jack the speakers up.
Now
Someone
you
from
guys
the,
can hear it through our mics, probably.
So Newegg Ninja Christian, is that good? Louder? That's good right there?
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, I got a substantial head start, so test out some moves.
What's the... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, it's fine. All right, what can you do with Chun-Li? Show me your Chun-Li.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, do the thing. Do the thing.
Give me an arcade stick.
Ah! Evade, evade. Oh, we're actually going to make the countdown to the
Yeah.
timer.
All right. All right, I'm like determined to actually figure out some moves, so I'm not just being...
Do you want a second?
I'm trying... Okay, got it.
Good?
That's my heavy. Those are my meat. Okay, great.
Because that's also the other thing, too, is everyone, I think, has their own kind of map for what they like to...
Right.
Woo.
Ooh, 2-hit
Ooh,
combo.
the music just changed because now Ish just got real.
I keep trying to heavy hit it, and I should have just gone for speed. I'm a real dummy.
Well, and Chun-Li has, I mean, don't forget your rapid kick combo. Woo. Oh. I was
waiting for it.
I was gonna try and pull something off there, and that didn't work at all.
Oh, man. Oh, come on. Nope, I am just getting my butt handed to me. Now, what is the combo on controller for your super? Because you have your super ready.
I don't know. I honestly don't remember any of the super combos in any of this.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna do. Is there a way to back this out?
Yeah, let's see. Hold on.
Can I?
We can make it happen. I'm sure we can.
Let's see. I don't.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Let's
You want to quit?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think if we do a versus, we should be able to choose
Okay.
instead of arcade. We'll see. I miss that loading. There's so many. Oh, let me. Oh, whoops.
Here, we got to get back out, because I guess where we were able to choose versus was before this screen. There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
It's nuts
There we
seeing this many
go.
Street Fighter logos.
I know, right? Stage select should be question mark.
And
Now
okay,
we get to
let
pick.
me-
I'll go Cammy.
Let me try Zangief. I haven't played Zangief in a really long time.
Okay. Hopefully that will bode well for me, but I doubt it. What? No, come on.
It was the first time I saw someone do like a standing 720 with Zangief on a controller that I thought was the most amazing. Oh! I should probably stop talking and waxing.
Whoa.
That was
Whew.
good.
Cammy.
You're better with Cammy.
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's all coming back to me. Oh, man.
Ah,
Your hits are such high damage.
yeah, but I haven't pulled that off.
Oh, no. No.
That is
Sir.
That is PG-13 right there. I always forgot
What
about
was
that.
that, a titty crush? That's what it looked like.
I was not, thanks to my gender, I am not allowed to describe it as such.
Great games to play with your kids, folks.
Come on.
Daddy, what's he
Don't play
doing?
Why is he hurting that lady? I can't pull it off. Come on. Nope. Messed it up
Also,
again.
why is her whole hiney showing? Because she fights better that way.
She's like a Spartan warrior. You don't want to be encumbered with armor, clothing.
I love it. Do we want a rematch?
Yeah.
I think we have to say no to pick different people, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, hit no, and let's see what that takes us out to.
Oh, no, maybe we could have hit yes, and it would have been fine.
That's cool.
All right. Oh, okay, let's
Okay.
go back to the other game.
Oh, yeah, you want to swap back out? Okay.
Let's swap back out. Yep. So what did we say? What was our other one? Alpha? Is that what we'd said? Yes?
Third strike.
Third strike, 3.
I have never played this.
All right, here we go.
Oh, even the animation style
Oh,
is
man.
nuts. Okay, hold on. Who do we
I
got?
don't know half these characters.
Hugo.
Chun-Li is there.
This is great game streaming right now, just watching us. Oh!
Watching us figure it out. Maybe Remy. Oh, man. Oh, great. Cool. Thank you. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, man. Man, he has ridiculously long limbs.
Wow, I've never played this before. The whole feel.
It feels very
Yeah.
different. And I'm kind of into it, though.
This is cool.
What is that? Does that do anything? No. Ooh.
This is like the Flash animation version of Streetfighter. This is awesome.
I like the guys just hanging out in the horse and carriage in the background.
Wow, he really leaves himself open.
Come
there.
on. Ah.
Okay, that's longer on this then. Okay.
Oh, come on. Nope, do that. Not what I wanted to do. Gosh, sugar muffin. Sorry, really, really trying to curb
Good
that.
for you. I mean, that was a great PG-13. No, even PG. That would have been totally safe, like in an Escape from Witch Mountain kind of.
Really trying my best.
Come on.
No, I blocked it.
No, you didn't.
I thought I blocked it. I did not block it.
So you can tell you didn't block it
Because I died.
because you died. Yeah. So let me play someone I've never played before because that's actually not fair. That of all the muscle memory.
Let's do a rematch and and pick
let's
different
see.
people. Whoa, who the hell's 12?
12 looks cool. So I've never played.
Q is also cool.
Necro looks weird. I've never played him.
Necro. So let's do weird v weird. I'll be 12
Yeah.
and you be
Okay.
Necro.
Cool. That totally would have
No.
been like a cheesy comic book character I would have tried to have drawn in high school. Necro. He's coming for you.
I like it. Okay.
He's like a zombie, but not. Oh.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what any of.
Oh, it's again creepy long arms. We both have creepy long limbs.
I guess like, was Dalsum like too offensive at this point?
It's like, is it like Plastic Man v Plastic Man over here?
Do you remember there was like was it Super Nintendo? There was like Clay Fighter.
What? Did you see that spidery walk I just did? That was so bizarre. Yeah. No, come on. Oh, I am just getting schooled.
Woo.
So remember
that was
earlier in the show when Juan was like, my money is on Trisha.
I said smart money would have been on
That's
Trisha.
not.
You,
both are true.
Because you just took me apart like high school algebra when it came to Injustice.
Well, and Dragon Ball Fighter Z, if I remember correctly.
yeah, that wasn't even close. I'm getting a little comeuppance here. Comeuppance!
I can't execute any combos, and it's driving me nuts. There was something. Oh no! Sir! Black. No, super hit.
I don't even know what that was.
Did you use super? So that's what I'm like. My meter's flashing max, and I'm like, how do I? What the?
So when you I've got like a cute little sidekick.
Is that Rainbow Mika?
I can't. The when you select your character, they show you what your super is.
I know, and that's what I'm like. Oh yeah, down and around. That'd be great on it. See, I already do the arcade stick.
Oh,
it's for me that.
So I don't think.
Do we get one more? We're being told to wrap it up.
Oh,
we're moving on.
Okay, we'll put this down here.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn that sound down now. At least we can get it. So unfortunately, we have to move on to the show. But Juan and I will come back to this once the cameras are off and hopefully
keep playing some
figure
more.
out some of these combos.
Let me see if I can get my show notes
so that I
back
can
up here,
redeem
too.
myself just a little bit.
We should take that to like Twitch or something. I think.
That'd be really
We should start
fun.
doing the post-show Twitch where then we can see us like really in all of our rated R swearing glory.
Oh, is that what Twitch is for? Okay, yeah. YouTube is the PG rated.
I kind of feel like our mainstream should be about a little bit more buttoned down, a little more professional. We're talking about some cool stuff,
cool tech
and then
stuff.
after that, just all censors.
And just have lunch and then come back and it's super cash time.
Yeah, I like that.
I dig that.
We should do that. So, if all of this has made you a bit nostalgic for some classic Street Fighter, as it should, because that was crazy fun. You can get this new collection as part of Newegg now, right this minute, for $10 off the PS4 and Nintendo Switch versions of the game.
That's crazy. This is brand new.
Brand new. So you don't often see sales like that
No.
right out the gate. So brand new game, you can save money on it, act fast, pick it up before the end of the day today. Cheaper right now than it's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow you will pay more. I don't know why you like to pay more for things, but you shouldn't.
That's normally how things work on a show. So we mentioned at the start of the show that we were looking for your comments and questions. So let's see what our team watching the chat has found. Okay, let's see. I've got...
Oh, we do have a note. Can we say hi to Samuel and Pollo on YouTube if we haven't already? They think the show is not live.
Hi, guys.
We do the show live. We'll do it live.
Yeah.
But we do have a question here. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, what's your favorite fighting franchise?
Oh, man. Believe it or not, I think I have more nostalgic memories from Mortal Kombat than I do from Street Fighter because I played a lot of Mortal Kombat on home console and I played mostly Street Fighter in the arcade. So my amount of play time with each is very, very different.
Well, and you also followed that through. I mean, you were into the newer Mortal Kombat games and Injustice with DC, which was built on a similar platform.
It feels a little bit more familiar to me, but I will never forget Knuckles bleeding from OG Mortal Kombat, having to break the stone and doing this across the controller because it was the only way to hit the buttons fast enough. But you just had to break Diamond. You just had to.
Totally.
So yeah, thank you for that question. And again, hi to Samuel and Pollo on YouTube. Yes, the show is indeed live.
And so we also have, hold on, let me get my notes up here. We do have a whole thread on Facebook. We want to talk about some of the viewer builds.
We love looking at your photos.
So if you take a photo of your awesome hardware, you can send it to us on Facebook or Twitter. If you tweet us, tweet at Newegg with the Newegg Now hashtag. So I do have it queued up now. We have the thread up now.
Yeah, we have a bunch of Facebook submissions
to my Facebook page
from
here.
you guys.
And this is from Corey West, his high-end budget build, which runs everything flawlessly. So
I like that, a high-end budget build.
Again, I love the CPU cooler on that thing because it looks like an arc reactor from Iron Man. Tony Stark built us in a cave.
Of course.
But yeah, an AMD FX. What do we have? 8 gigabyte MSI RX 480, 128 gigabyte SSD,
yeah.
and some nice edge lighting.
Ooh, Seagate 2 terabyte.
Yeah, good times. Thank you very much, Corey, for sending that in.
That was a cool pick.
Jeff Burns has the really dark.
Well, you got to show off that
lighting
RGB.
photo, right?
Look at the controller and everything.
Matching all up, and I like blue and purple. I haven't seen that color combo before.
I like that a
From
lot.
people sending in photos, and again, the front glowing fans. I'm liking that look a lot. All right, let's see. Jacob, a build in red is what I'll call it. He's going through his red phase. Ryzen 5 1600. The Power Color RX 560. His sad face on it's the weakest point. Jacob, your RX 560 is definitely outperforming what's in my Franken build right now. So
And a
don't
lot
feel
of people.
bad. Don't feel bad.
Be proud of that.
But also, like, again, showing off white case accents and how the color is just going to really pop.
Got a nice
out of-
Kingston SSD. Let's see what else is going on in there. Nice.
Okay, and then, we got a multi-monitor rig right here. Let's show this off. PC Master
PC Master
Race.
Race.
Love it. So Cooler Master, Master Liquid, and Intel i7 8700K, 16 gigabytes of super fast RAM,
Yeah.
GTX 1080, and triple monitor lineup looking awesome, but then nicely done on the glass tabletop.
Glass tabletop, and there's not a lot of clutter on that glass tabletop. So.
Yeah, my current desk right now is covered.
And
in,
I like the use of the books to adjust the height on the monitor all the way to the left.
Oh.
Very resourceful.
Oh, Derek, we noticed. Yeah, you thought you were being sly just focusing on the lighting, but we saw that.
No way. I
know
think
you.
way to go. Way to make it happen.
Got you, fam. So this is David C. Mooney, his modest build. Again, just looking really good though, man. Good cable management considering tight quarters and a lot of really big components. And what is this, 970 in there? Yeah, GTX 970 with an AMD 3, Asus, the FX 8350. And you can tell that he cleaned it out just for this photo because he's got his little like Ragan blower can right there. Good job, buddy. Let's see, Anthony Scott Hunt.
Okay, and I think this will have to be our last one for today. The look that
We've
I'm
got
getting.
a lot of them in here, so we'll definitely be featuring more of these in future episodes.
I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that one before too. It looks very Clone Wars.
Yeah, what is that? Thermaltake C22 RGB Snow Edition.
Snow Edition. Okay, yeah, that looks totally Clone Trooper, definitely. GTX 1080, i7 7700K. I really think we should come up with like build stickers or Newegg Now hats or some kind of swag. So if we feature your build,
Aw,
we can send out like
that'd be really fun. You are full of ideas today, and I am
it.
into it.
I like it.
Yes.
I like doing the stuff.
So thank you guys again so much for sending in your stuff. Keep using that Newegg Now hashtag. We'll be looking at it all week long, picking out some of the best to be featured on the show in the upcoming week. So if you send it between shows, we'll try to feature it the following week. And again, thank you for doing that because the whole fun of us doing this live is that we can interact with you guys.
Totally, and steal all of your awesome hardware build ideas. So, ton of great deals on Newegg.com/NeweggNow. That deals page today. Way more than we'll be able to talk about on the show. As another example, if you're into gaming and potentially game streaming, the Elgato Game Capture HD60 Pro. It's a PCIe add-on card you can use to stream live gameplay to Twitch or YouTube. At the same time, save a master copy of up to 1080p at 60 frames per second video. I use the USB version. And the Pro is a nice step up if you want to build that inside your system if you're really going to take that game streaming up a level.
Yeah, Elgato is one of the biggest names in the game streaming industry. So if you're looking to upgrade your streaming capabilities, the HD60 Pro is a fantastic choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are more great deals up and down that Newegg Now page. So just make sure that you check them out. There's a Radeon RX GPU from Power Color. And again, it just goes on and on. There's tons on there. So whether you're shopping for your dad or yourself, there's a lot to like with the Newegg Now deals today.
And like I mentioned, if you just want to buy me that laptop, I'm not going to be upset about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So yeah. Before we
do we have time for it? Okay,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
set.
I'm getting
I was
getting
like,
light.
we're
Okay,
running long,
good.
so we don't. But so
Let
guys,
me pull this up right now.
Our Newegg Ninjas found a really fun Streetfighter quiz that apparently everyone here in the office has been failing miserably. And so we are going, Juan and I are going to take it live on the show, and I'm sure also fail miserably. But we are also linking it in the description on YouTube and Facebook so that you guys can try it yourselves. So even if you watch us fail, feel free to try it yourself because it's not multiple choice, which makes it harder. So you have to spell the names correctly too, which is going to be ridiculous.
And we just played through a couple Street Fighter games, and I still feel like we're gonna lose. So
so this is on Game Crate right now.
And then this is also super punishing because apparently you only have 5 minutes, and and it takes time for each image to load. That counts against your time.
BS. All right.
Okay. So can you name every character in the Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection?
No, of course we can't.
All
But
right.
let's do it.
All right. Ready? Start. There are 50 questions, and we've got 5 minutes. Okay, that's Ryu.
Yep. Spelled correctly. Great job. That's Ken.
Ken.
Not Keb. Chun-Li. No hyphen?
Chun-Li.
Okay.
Guile.
Okay.
Oh, no. Get in the text
Okay,
field.
do it.
Zangief.
Get it. You know
Okay,
how
I
to
feel
spell
like
Zangief?
they're going E Honda.
That's
no.
Hinda.
Spelling matters, and I can't type.
Blanca.
Blanca with a K.
C? No, with a K? God damn it.
I'm gonna say K. Okay, we're gonna go. Sorry, I made an executive. Dahalsim.
Oh my God, I don't know if that's right, but go for it. Yes, take it.
I don't know. Balrog.
I trust you. To me, a Balrog's something very different.
Vega. Like the amazing power color Vega 64. M Bison.
Yo, boy. Spelled wrong.
Good catch. Stay on target.
GAT, yep. Cammy.
MY?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And, DJ?
I don't know. Yes, go with that. That looks correct.
What is, he's,
You will know better than me.
because I'm a quarter Native American, that's super
There you go,
racist.
great.
Super racist.
So obviously you know all Native Americans.
We all look alike. I look just like that.
Uses the Mexican typhoon even though he's Native American. We've been missing the hints
Is
the
it
entire
Thunder Hawk? T-Bird?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm gonna say Thunder Bird. That's wrong.
Like at the car?
No. Okay, Fei Long. Akuma.
Yes.
No, load! I have no idea.
I don't either. Can we skip? First showed up in Street Fighter 1.
I don't know. Crud. I don't know who that is either.
Green Pants Man.
Okay.
No, I have no idea.
Green Pants.
Just don't type something that long.
It's,
Just put like an A and keep moving. Shown here without a gut.
don't know that either. Crud.
Based off Robert Garcia.
I know, because he's the joke character in the Street Fighter universe. He has like Ken and Ryu's moveset. I don't know. I can't remember his name either.
Is his name Mantis or something?
Yeah, let's try. Mantis.
The original Stance character. I'm totally guessing based off of.
Oh, and he's. So
so bad.
This is real bad. I mean, like out of the main characters, he's from another fighting or beat 'em up franchise. Yeah.
Also don't know.
Don't know.
Carries a big stick.
She's kind of a.
Is her name Rose?
Let's try
Because I'll
Rose.
never leave you, Jack.
This is Marie's favorite character, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kimmy, and I know that's wrong.
That's not right.
I have no idea who that is. I've never seen that.
Oh, we're missing the verbal hints.
Soon to be mayor. God,
I don't know this, but the last one I think we could have guessed.
One of many dolls. We only have 1:20 left, and we have 20 more of these to go.
I think her name starts with a V, but I don't know.
Vicky.
It's not. It's certainly not
The
Vicky.
I'm not gonna make it to the end of this. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Okay, just Rainbow Mika. No, that's Rainbow Mika.
Sorry.
I knew it.
Sorry. That was too
RIP
fast.
headphone users. Sorry.
Sorry.
We could have gotten that one.
And I just saw him in the.
Based off Andre the Giant. I didn't know that.
Because I'm gonna get to the. Oh, crud! It's the clock that's messing me up because he was just in the game that we played. We're in the Street Fighter 3 section of this. I
don't know.
Don't
I almost
know.
chose her when we played last time, but I also don't know. We're just done.
This is. Oh wait. Was he Necro?
Sure.
Because we did. I don't know who that guy is. It's
His sister's in Street Fighter 5.
I don't know.
Illuminati commands you to fight in your underwear.
No.
I don't know.
This is
Based off Robot Detective K. He was in the last. Oh, this guy I played as. What was his name?
We've run out of time. Let's just check our score, which is going to be terrible.
Terrible.
Oh,
That guy. We
this
just played
is 12. But
Yep.
let's see, we just got to get through the last couple here because I think it's going to wipe
It's
us
not
out.
even going to load by the time we're done. One half of the Street Fighter 2 intro.
One of the bad dudes. Come on.
It's embarrassing.
34 out of 100.
Wait, correct answer is 18 though, and Nick said you got what, 17?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel so bad about that.
Well, there was a dash.
Oh,
come
Chun-Li had a dash. We got
on.
points off on Chun-Li.
I was right
That's
with Blanca with a
embarrassing.
K.
Yep, you were.
I spelled Dalsum correctly. I'm very proud of me for that.
Yeah.
Under the gun. Okay, so who was DJ? Oh.
No, we got it right.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
The Thunderbird was wrong.
T-Hawk.
T-Hawk, Thunderhawk.
Hawk.
Duh.
Like Silverhawks. Adon.
Wouldn't have gotten that.
I wouldn't have gotten any. Guy. Who the heck is this guy? I feel bad.
See, that's what I'm like. We should have paid more attention.
Dan. Okay, Dan is the joke character. He's like a ripoff of another ripoff
Okay.
of Street Fighter. So.
Okay. Well,
so
yeah, guys, take that in your own time and see how well you do. I'm pretty sure you can beat us.
Probably do better than we did.
Although I am pretty happy that we at least scored on par with some of the other Newegg ninjas here. That makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Only because we just played the game. But guys, let's flip things away from Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Thank you so much. Again, it's $10 off. And remember, all the deals on the Newegg.com/NewEggNow page will be live through the end of the day or while supplies last.
So thank you to everyone out there watching. Check back next week. Of course, as always, major thank you to the Newegg Ninjas, helping us keep this show running, making us all look good. Some really fun stuff here, and we wouldn't be able to do this week to week without you guys.
Yeah.
We are going to be back next week talking about hardware news coming out of Taipei. We got Computex 2018.
Woot woot.
We know there's going to be some cool stuff coming out, so you definitely want to tune back in. This has been Newegg Now, and now you know.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.